Okay, last question, free response question. Need to slide this over a little bit so we can see it. All right, two functions f and g are defined on the closed interval from -4 to 4. So this is the graph of f of x, and here's a table for g of x. All right, first question is they want to find f prime of 3. So that's just looking at the slope at f of 3. So we go over to the graph here. It's linear, so the slope there is going to be down 1, 2, 3, over to the right 1, so the slope is -3. Part A. Part B, use the data from the table to approximate the slope. Okay, so to find the slope at g prime of 3, to use the approximation, we're going to use the ordered pairs just to the left and right of 0, those values, which are the ordered pairs -1, -1, and 1, 2, and find their slope. And I'm just going to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it's going to be 2 plus 3 over 1 plus 1, and that slope is, hold on, I wrote down the wrong number here. Quick redo. 2 plus 1 over 1 plus 1, and that's 3/2, which is the approximation for the slope at 0. And when you do these types of problems, you always want to choose the points closest left and right of those points to get the best approximation. All right, part F. I'm going to come up to the top of the page here and I mean part C, and do part C. This is similar to one of the multiple choice we just did. They say that h of x is equal to g of f of x. And they want me to find h of 2. So h of 2 is g of f of 2. All right, so we go to f of 2, which is going to be 3. So I'm going to do g of 3. And then I go to my table and I look at g of 3, and I get 0. So h sub 2 is equal to 0. The second part of that is, what is h prime of 3? So I'll take the derivative, which would be g prime f of x times f prime of x, and I want to evaluate that at f of 3. Okay, so g prime f of 3 is 0 times f prime of 3. G prime of 0 we just estimated here as 3/2. And f prime of 3 we figured out in part A, which is -3. So that should be -9/2, which is h prime of 3. Okay, and the last question, which is at the bottom here, it's off the chart a little bit. They want us to find out, part D is the integral from 0 to 4 of f of x dx. So if we go up to our graph here, they want me to integrate from 0 to 4, and we can just use the geometric shape. So we're going to integrate up to 3 and then do 3 to 4. Now the easiest way to break this up is to integrate from 0 to 2 and get this trapezoid area. Then if I do from 2 to 3, it's going to be this triangle. And then when I do 3 to 4, it'll be this triangle. The thing that's nice with this problem is the area, or integral, excuse me, the integrals of these are going to be the same and opposite. So this is going to be a positive, and this is going to be the negative of that same answer, so they're going to cancel each other out. So the only thing I really need to do is find the area of that trapezoid. So it's going to be 1/2. The height is this value, so in this case it's 2. Base 1 is here. There's base 1, that's 1. and then base 2 is the other, and that is 3. So that is 1 times 4, which is 4. So that integral is equal to 4. And that finishes that free response question, and that finishes the last video on AP Set 4.3. Hope it helped.